self-talk is painful when you look at it deeply, and it's also a wake-up call. So that's the thing, is that when we look at that self-talk and we really start to see what's behind the veil of the conscious mind, we see how we're really treating ourselves. We see how we've internalized the brutal external in whatever that was: parental relationships, school, peers, media, society. And it's something that we really need to make space with, make peace with, and get out of, because it's something that will dog us. Those thoughts, those ideas about self, and you can catch them. And so this is the point of this video, is I wanted to really share the first time I caught my negative self-talk, and I was deeply shocked, because I promise you it's going on inside you. You may have, or may not be familiar with the book The Surrender Experiment by Michael Singer. It's a bit of a classic, and in that he talks about when he became aware of the voice in his head. And this is just this inner monologue, the dialogue, if you will, constant kind of comparing, constant criticizing, constantly putting ourselves down. And it's a thought loop thing, and it can change and shift and morph according to how we feel and where we're at and who we're with and how much love we feel, how much space we have inside us. But ultimately, this is what it is. It's this negative self-talk cycle that goes on inside. And so when I was doing this coaching training like 15 years ago, there was a section in the manual about self-talk, negative self-talk, and noticing it, and I was like, what is this? I don't have this. What? I'm enlightened. I'm beyond all of this. And as I got halfway down the page, there was a moment, there was some question, and it was something like, words to the tune of, what are the negative things you're telling yourself right now? What might they be? And then I just suddenly pierced through the veil of my conscious mind and heard this, or saw or heard this thought, which was, you're crap at this, you're not doing this right, I don't need this. And it was so shocking to suddenly get that, to suddenly hear it and recognize it. I was just like, what? Oh my goodness. And it was kind of scary as well, because it's like, God, there is this voice. I am talking to myself like this. What else am I saying? And I started to become aware of it. There was that moment. I felt very vulnerable, because it was like just completely something I hadn't really taken into account in my life. And there it was just behind the conscious mind veil. And I started to track it. And in this coaching program, we shared it, and I shared a little bit about it. And it was amazing. It was amazing that everyone has it. I was just like, what? This is incredible. And so been tracking it and tracking it. And there are certain techniques that I use with my clients to help reveal what that is. And, the self-talk cycles in the background, and one of them is just speaking them out, right? So, and that's an invitation to do right now. Let's do it with Jody right now. So my invitation to you right now is just to speak out whatever thoughts are going on in the background, and have a look, because I promise you they're there. So they could be, what's he talking about? What thoughts? oh, I don't want to do this. This is just boring. This is dull. This is, oh, this crazy personal growth stuff again. Or this, oh, it's this crazy spiritual awakening guy on YouTube or wherever I find him. Oh, God, not him again. Or it's, oh, God, I just want to get to the end of the day. You know, it's just, I'm so bugged by whatever happened with so-and-so. So whatever it is, it's just noticing it. Can you notice it? Can you notice any thoughts going on? Are you doing it well? Are you doing it right? Maybe you're telling yourself you're not doing it right. Maybe you're telling yourself you haven't got time for this. Maybe there's a fear response. Something to be aware of. Something to get really curious about and be aware of. And just go, okay, and you could write these thoughts down. How about that? For a revolutionary action. Writing these thoughts down, checking in with yourself around them. So when we become aware of these things, we develop that muscle. We cultivate that muscle of space and awareness within. So we can start to actually see them before they take control, right? Before they go, I've got you now, and control you. And, you know, but otherwise you're just kind of like an automaton going around life, just reacting to these thoughts, these inner dialogues that are going on. Ain't nobody got time for that. If we want to, you know, break through, if we want to grow, if we want to expand, if we want to become masters of our own destiny, we really need to be clear and aware and have a crystal clear consciousness and mind. And so developing this awareness is so important. If you'd like help with this, then I invite you to book a call with me. I mean, this is serious stuff, right? It's not joking around. So I can hold some space for you to activate your vision and also get you clarity around what's going on for you and what these thoughts are about, and help move you forward towards your soul purpose and your full embodiment of your light and who you really are and why you're here in this world. So click the link to book in the description, and please like, subscribe,